big passion for the food, for the kitchen, and how you make the food. For me, it's like an act of peace that you give something to someone. It's something really deep philosophy that you have when you was born. So it's something that you can't describe.
As every chef can tell you, in the beginning is very tough because the job and the task are very. Basically, you used to peel a potato maybe for 4 or 5 hours. Then you have to clean spinach for another 4 hours. So it's very boring job in the beginning. But then when you start to touch the stove and start to cook and start to realize what you can do with food, you start to love it. And that's what happened to me. So I start to love the food, and then I decide to do this as my main job.
The nature is my inspiration in everything that I do. So I love to stay in a wild. I love wildlife.
Inspiration is can come from anything. Something you can see around, some travel you are doing, some memories about your past when you were maybe a child. The meal menu we change quite often, so this means we can change every month 3-4 dishes. So there is a rotation, and many of the dishes maybe you can find this month, the months later we don't have anymore in the menu. We just keep some of the signature, that is people, they just come and want to enjoy these dishes, and we have few signature that is already more than 2 years. Now will be close to 3 years we have on the menu. I think the difficult part is to organize everything and make sure everything is smooth inside the kitchen, and because they are very like a restaurant, you have a time, you have a schedule, and you have to meet the time. So when the people is on the table, you have to deliver the food in the same time, in the correct way, and course by course. Flatbread, 1 langoustine pick up, follow 1 fish split, follow 1 black coat, 1 Wagyu short rib. So it's like, I think sometimes like Formula One, you know, is they basically, you see this car and they just stop, they have pit stop, then it's all about timing. So if you miss something, everything will be delayed. To remember home, I usually, it's all my memories, and if I cook at home and I miss, sometimes happen after a few years I don't go back to Italy, I miss Italian food, some really mama style dishes. So the secret is to cook something simple, like can be meatballs or lasagna or cannelloni, something that we usually don't cook here also at Mio, but something at home that feel you are like in Italy.
Be a chef is like dedicate your life to what that you do every day. It's really hard, but on the base, if you have the passion, you don't feel all this pressure, all this hard job that is it. If you are a person that you don't like or you don't have this passion, you feel the tire that is on your head. If you have the passion, you forgot, because you're every day is like live a dream. So that's why it's really cool.
I think the most beautiful moment is when you see the people enjoy your food. So when you reach the guest to the table, or the guest just call you because they want to talk to you and they say they had a very good meal, I think this is the most beautiful moment you can have in the kitchen.